Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking summer skincare. Maddie just commented on my very casual t-shirt, something I normally wouldn't wear to work, but it's deliberate because that's what I'm going to talk about today. We're talking sun protection, things to use on your skin in summer, and what to do if you accidentally get sunburnt, which you shouldn't have gotten sunburnt anyway, but if you did, watch this. So I want to start with sun protection measures. We know that we should be using sunscreen every single day, but even more so in summer. And I say that because I'm from Melbourne, so the UV in Melbourne doesn't tend to get over 3 in winter. However, in other parts of Australia, like Queensland, you will find that the UV is consistently over 3 year round. In summer here, we tend to have extreme UV up to 11, 12. So if you are out in the sun, you will definitely get burnt if you have a Fitzpatrick skin type that is prone to burning. I'm actually going to get you to put the Fitzpatrick skin type scale up here so that people can understand it a little bit more. Now, I've got friends that will lay out in the sun still that have Irish skin like me and think that just because they get a little bit pink after being in the sun, that's fine because they're going to tan afterwards. And they would be a skin type 2. Now that skin type tends to burn relatively easily, but then they will often tan afterwards. A skin type 1 would often burn, blister, peel, freckle. And then a skin type 3 is kind of edging more towards that olive skin tone. So it might be people from Italian or Greek backgrounds that have more of an olive undertone. I am a skin type 2, if that gives you any kind of reference. If you are from a European background, you have ancestors that are convicts, your skin was not built for this climate. This climate was built for First Nations people's skin. So if you're trying to tan in this sun and get a suntan, especially when we've got a hole in the ozone, it's not going to be doing you any favors and your skin will be damaged as a result. So while we're on the topic of the sun, I want to talk about why I'm wearing a t-shirt today. Now, a lot of us are tempted to wear singlets around because it does get very hot here. But if you are out in the sun, wear a t-shirt like this that has a high neck, protects your décolletage and also your shoulders. So if you have a cap sleeve on your t-shirt, apply your sunscreen to your forearms and just up to where that area is exposed. UPF clothing is probably recommended if you are in a really high UV climate. And I also recommend having a trusty wide-brimmed hat. I have one from a brand called Solbari and they do a lot of UPF clothing. So if you are very concerned about sun exposure, have a look at that brand. They're like leaders in UPF clothing. So let's talk about sunburn now, which you shouldn't be getting sunburnt. If you were my friend, I would be scolding you. I will call out any of my friends that post stories sunbaking. I am a huge advocate for sun safety. Sunburn is a burn. And I often think to myself, like, people don't deliberately burn themselves with their hair wands. Why are they going out and deliberately burning themselves in the sun? It's a very similar concept. So I think more people need to think about it like that. You don't deliberately go and burn yourself on the stove. So why are you doing the same in the sun? If you happen to accidentally get sunburnt, here are some things that you can do. It's important to take the heat out of the skin with cool compresses. So you can wet some face washes, pop them in the freezer or the fridge to cool them down, and then pop them on your skin just to really take that heat out. When you're applying things to your skin, you want to make sure they're not too occlusive. So you don't want anything that's going to create a thick barrier over the skin and trap that heat in, because that can tend to cause more discomfort for you. So opt for something that's really lightweight, like a lotion, a gel, something with aloe vera in it, but try to avoid formulas that have a high alcohol content because they're going to dehydrate the skin more. Skinstitute's Laser Aid and ASAP Soothing Gel are really good options if you do get a sunburn. I always just have them on hand after I've had a procedure done where my skin's really hot and I need to cool it down. Also avoid any actives for 1 to 2 weeks after you get the sunburn in the area that is affected. So if you got sunburn on the face, avoid your retinols, acids, anything that is potentially resurfacing on your face, scrubs included. If you have fair skin, you will likely peel if you get a serious sunburn, and there is nothing you can do about that. If you get sunburnt and you're like, oh my God, how do I stop peeling? There really is no way to stop peeling. It is a natural process for the skin to repair itself. So once it's happened, it's too late. And if you are peeling, you are seriously increasing your chance of skin cancer. Now, for the people that are already sun smart and didn't need that part of the lesson, we're going to talk about some other summer skincare must-haves. One is around sunscreen. So a lot of us that are very active and outdoorsy and spend all day at the beach and you're in and out of the water, reapplying sunscreen can be a little bit tricky and maybe something that you tend to avoid. So we want to make sure that people are reapplying every couple of hours. La Roche-Posay have a product called Anthelios Wet Skin Sunscreen, and that is a suitable option for someone that doesn't really have time to reapply between going in and out of the water. Potentially a good option for kids. So having a product that you can apply on wet skin can be really beneficial in just encouraging that reapplication behavior. If you find body moisturizers too heavy in summer, I'm the same. I cannot stand thick body moisturizers on my skin on very hot nights. So I recommend opting for a lighter lotion. The CeraVe moisturizing lotion is a really good option. I use the cream in winter and I use the lotion in summer. But if even that is too heavy for you and you tend to be like a really hot, sweaty person, something like the L'Occitane shower oil, the almond shower oil, everyone loves that product. That can be a good option because you just apply it when you're in the shower like you would a body wash. Towel off when you get out and you've still got that moisturizing property from the product itself. So you will find that that gives you some level of hydration without actually having to apply anything to your skin afterwards. And the other thing I recommend doing is always using antioxidants in your skincare routine. That might be vitamin C, vitamin E. Niacinamide is also an absolute must-have, I feel, in everyone's routine, particularly in summer because it has so many properties that can be beneficial to the skin, helps to balance oil production if you tend to get oilier in summer. It hydrates the skin, it brightens up pigmentation, it supports barrier function. I could keep going on and on and on. I love niacinamide. It's also an antioxidant. So using like a vitamin C and a vitamin B in your routine will help to also protect you from environmental damage, additionally to your SPF and sun protection measures. And moisturizers for your face, look, you don't have to change your skincare routine from summer to winter, but if you do have a skin type that tends to fluctuate a little bit in its condition through the seasons, you might want to swap out a richer moisturizer for more of a gel-based moisturizer. All right, well, that was summer skin. If you have any questions about skincare, leave them below and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to slip, slop, slap. I think it's slip, slop, slap, sleep, seek. I don't know. Seek shade. Yeah. Is it slide?
I don't know. I made that up.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh my God. Slip, slop, slap, seek, slide. We knew it.
I don't even know
What does slide mean though? Sliding on wraparound sunglasses.